This is the Midnight Special Part 2. I'm Black Light. I'm reading from this book, The Flag of Islam, by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Messenger of Allah. I'm going to read something towards the end of this book. There are many signs that we use today to represent ourselves as being justified for something. Most times it is the star that we make as an emblem to represent ourselves as being justified or authorized by the Department of Justice to do such and such a thing. Note, back years ago, the white race used to use a six-pointed star to justify themselves as being the legal authority to do certain official work. But today, the white race wears a five-pointed star, which means that he is no longer living in his independent six star, which justifies his 6,000 years of authority and rule is over us. Now the white man wears a five-pointed star, which is our sign, for he is now living under our sign and in our day of rule and authority. We are justified by justice to take over their rule. The five-point star is basically recognized regardless of what company he may enter. Of course, there are stars with many points. There are stars with 7 points, stars with 8, 16 points, and so forth. When we add more points to the star, we add more power and authority to that particular emblem. It becomes an emblem to represent the person or that body of authority in which he is a member. So Allah God has added this sign, the star, to our flag, that we are justified to have and to exercise the freedom and equality as any independent nation has had to enjoy freedom, equality, and justice among the nations of the earth. Meanwhile, we are imprisoned from freedom of the sun and equality of the moon and the justice of the star by the enemy of the Creator. The white race, so let us all unite and rise up and accept our flag, which represents the whole entire creation of God. No, brother, it does not mean that everybody owns this. Everybody may be living under it, but we are the real owners of the sun, moon, and the stars. This is what we have been lost to the knowledge of. I should give you the words of our little song which we sing in honor to our emblem, the flag of Islam. It goes something like this. We are fighting for Islam and we will surely win. Allah has given us a national, the sun, moon, and the star. So let us rise, O ye black man, and fight for your own national emblem, the sun, the moon, and the star. Allah God, in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, said to me that the earth belongs to us, the black man, and whatever is around it and on it and in it, praise are due to him forever for bringing to us again ourself and property, the universal sun, moon, and the star. When I was in the mosque number 1, and I'm in Detroit, and over there in Wyoming, the brothers were selling fruit, grapes, and so one day I was over in Dearborn because I at that time I didn't live too far from Dearborn. I lived on a street called Greenview, and the Arab community wasn't but a couple of blocks away. And one day I was over there shopping, and I noticed the brothers, some of the FOI that I knew, were loading up on grapes at the fruit market to take it back to the hood and sell it. But they had told us that they had a farm. So I was wondering, they had a farm up in Michigan. So I was wondering why they was going over there, why they didn't get the grapes and the fruit from the farm. Then one day, Farrakhan gave a meeting over in Dearborn, down the street from my house, really, on Greenview and Joy. I mean on Greenfield and Joy. And he was trying to get the Arab community to respect the FOI and the trade amongst each other. And he was really kind of like chewing them out because those Muslims over in Dearborn, they're from Iraq, they're from Iran, Lebanon, Syria. Dearborn is the Muslims community, Chaldean and Islam, Muslims. So I started wondering about Mr. Farrakhan after that, because I know that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said we are not to follow them. But yet still we was giving Jumu'ah prayer, and he changed the temple to mosque. It was seeming like it was strange to me. So I just wanted to give you that. This is Mr. Farrakhan over in Iran. Now check this out.
It's really a true honor to have the Honorable Minister Farrakhan in Iran at this very sensitive time. I think the timing is what's is the most important factor in this event right now. We're very happy to hold it in Press TV. Press TV is the voice of Iran internationally, and that's why it's always been condemned and stifled. It's great to have Mr. Farrakhan at the time, which is at the last day of his trip to Iran, in which we have seen the avalanche of very critical press reviews and press attacks by the Zionists. Therefore, it's a good time to be able to think and analyze and respond. So, without any, so you got it. Any further ado, the Nation of Islam stands as a very unique, organized body, very well respected among Christians and Muslims alike in the United States. And in these past few days, Mr. Farrakhan has had many different sittings, talking at universities and also in Bonn, with the Grand Ayatollah Makarim Shirazi, with Mr. Mohsen Rezai, the Expediency Council, and student bodies. So we're very happy that the culmination of the trip is this press conference in Press TV. So thank you very much, Mr. Farrakhan, and the floor is yours now.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but He, and we thank Him in America for Allah's intervention in our affairs in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, the great Mahdi who came among us to start us in the process of being resurrected from a mental, moral, spiritual, economic, political, cultural, and social death, that we can stand before you today as Muslims. As our fathers, when they were brought out of Africa, many of them were already Muslims. But the enemies of Islam knew that if we kept our faith, they could never make us permanent slaves. So
we're going to have a part 3 to this. That opening that he gave was similar to an interview that Wallace Wafdeen Muhammad had with Minister Farrakhan there, and he was saying that Master Farad Muhammad started a process of making us Muslims so we could stand before those Iranians who are mostly Caucasian as Muslims. So the teachers teach us that the black man, his nature is Muslim, his nature is Islam, and that the black man is God. So he was bowing down to those Iranians like they real Muslims. And if they were real Muslims, they wouldn't be in the trouble that they're in today. So just like here gives us, what he's saying is the white man has no authority over us. We taking back what is ours. This is Black Light.